Massive news just dropped under our noses, and it is the news that Raleigh needed. This will unlock Raleigh. 2026 is big enough, but 2028 could be insane. So initially, this won't sound like much, but wait until you follow the trail of what this will lead to and what Raleigh will become as a result. I'm talking about being a contender for the best sports scene and entertainment vibe in the entire country. So here we go. It all starts with soccer. The North Carolina Football Club currently plays in the USL Championship League, but it has just announced that it is suspending play and submitting an application to join the newly announced United Soccer League's Division I League. This league is projected to kick off in 2028 and is anticipated to rival Major League Soccer. The NCFC is one of the 3 teams who have officially applied, with the other 2 teams being in Louisville and Pittsburgh, and it is expected Detroit and Sacramento will apply in the near future. So why is this game changing? The first and most obvious reason is that it's bringing a true professional sport at the highest level to Raleigh, which will join the NHL's Hurricanes as the 2 professional franchises in Raleigh. But the second reason is the key here, and in order to be considered for the league, you need a minimum 15,000 seat stadium. The NCFC team currently shares the Wake Med Soccer Park in Cary, North Carolina with the women's soccer team of the Carolina Courage. That stadium apparently holds 10,000, but it feels even less honestly, and vendor options and amenities at the stadium are great for their current level, but far from ideal for a top-tier professional franchise. So here's where it all connects. Remember that $2 billion development called Downtown South by Kane Realty that was centered around a soccer stadium, but has been quiet since Major League Soccer went to Charlotte instead of Raleigh? Well, this news is exactly what the development needs to bring it back to life. A professional soccer stadium to anchor a more than $2 billion development just south of downtown Raleigh. For those who may have forgotten, Downtown South is a 140-acre mixed-use development that will have a number of 20-story and potentially up to 40-story towers that will have office space, residential apartments and condos, and an estimated 125,000 square feet of restaurant and retail spaces. It'll also have a 3,500-seat live concert venue, 14 acres of open green space throughout, and even a state-of-the-art virtual reality center. Think of North Hills, but on a much bigger scale. So this news of a new soccer stadium needed in Raleigh will very likely revive the area's single largest development. But it doesn't stop there. Think about Raleigh's larger downtown area for a minute. But before we do, I keep up with all the breaking news and study the impact on the area so that I can give you the best information for your next real estate purchase. If you're looking to buy a home, invest, or are a developer eyeing your next project, our team has experience with all of it and would love to help you. Raleigh has just opened the Gibson Play Plaza at Dix Park and is continuing a number of game-changing upgrades to its marquee park. One of those upgrades involves connectivity, notably expanding the Greenway connectivity between Dix Park, Pullen Park, and downtown Raleigh. And to get to downtown Raleigh, the city is determined to make that connection over Western Boulevard by way of a pedestrian bridge, or what would be even cooler, aerial trams. The city has expressed its interest in these aerial trams on multiple occasions, as it would be a staple attraction for the city. In downtown Raleigh itself, between the new Red Hat Amphitheater, the massive convention center expansion, the 27-story Omni Hotel, and its commitment to the streetscape of Fayetteville Street, the southern portion of downtown Raleigh is about to turn its narrative of having a slow COVID recovery around. So by 2028, we could have a brand new soccer stadium under a mile south of downtown Raleigh with the beginning of the Downtown South development, which would connect via Greenway to Dix Park and its upgrades, which would also be connected to the Fayetteville District transformation. That would be absolutely huge for the downtown area of Raleigh, turning a weakness in downtown entertainment into a strength, which will no doubt spur additional development in and around downtown. Developers, follow this news closely, as this could open up a wide range of opportunities. And it doesn't stop there for Raleigh. We've got the billion-dollar sports and entertainment districts surrounding the Lenovo Center and Carter Finley Stadium, starting at the end of this year, that, like Downtown South, will also be a playground for sports fans. Couple this with Downtown South, and Raleigh will have not one, but 2 entertainment districts surrounding professional sports stadiums, which is something no other city could currently compete with. And for the cherry on top, and this is more of a stretch, but Raleigh is still considered one of the frontrunners to land an MLB franchise. And where would that stadium go? Very likely either next to the Lenovo Center or right around downtown Raleigh. If that were to happen, Raleigh would be transformed into a sports mecca. Professional baseball, soccer, hockey, and arguably the best college sports scene in the the nation with NC State football's wild atmosphere and Duke and UNC basketball. All of this spurred by the ambition of the NCFC joining the pro ranks. Could this be some dreaming from a lifelong Raleigh resident? Possibly, but the odds of at least some of these things happening look pretty good.